All right, folks, we're right here in Gainesville again today for Game 3 of this 3-game series of the second round of the state playoffs between your Appleton County Pirates and the North Hall High School Trojans. Yesterday, the Pirates won Game 1, 6-4 in extra innings, and then North Hall come roaring back in the second game and beat the Pirates 4-0 to send this to this Game 3. And we're getting the starting lineups introduced right now, and we're just a few moments away from starting this game. We didn't think we were going to be able to get on Facebook, but my genius guru, #1 producer, as we like to call him, Cole Gardner, has figured out a way to get it on YouTube today for y'all. At least we hope. Seems to be working right now. So the starting lineup for the Pirates are second baseman Dason Griffiths, right fielder Malachi Mullis, catcher Dawson Griffiths, shortstop Patrick Crawford, designated hitter Jacob Gardner, pitcher Colin Ewaldson, third baseman Aiden Livingston, center fielder Harrison Simmons, left fielder Bo Peacock, and first baseman Grayson Hall. And we'll get to the North Hall starting lineup. Let's see if I can get it pulled up for you. And I don't think we got the first names on the lineup today, so y'all going to have to bear with me a little bit here. I believe we got number 10, Tate Brooks, catcher. A.J. Jones, center field. I think it's Jarrett Bowen at shortstop. The Bales kid that lit us up in that second game yesterday with his bats playing right field. Mr. Puryear is playing left field. Erickson is playing second. Brooks is playing first. Reese will be playing, well, he's DHing. And then Lee is our pitcher. And Barrett will be playing third base. And we're going to have the national anthem here.
This time we ask all that are able to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps. We're playing our national anthem.
All right. I think you know what that means. We're just a few moments away from playing ball here in North Hall. Manning that camera out in the right field corner today will be Josh Gardner again. We sure appreciate what he's doing for us today. And I didn't introduce myself. This is Jamie Gardner. And we still don't have the scoreboard. The software will not open under this network that they got here at this school. It is a tight network. And so looks like our umpires are getting ready here. So we'll have a few warm-up pitches for North Hall. And then we'll get on this show on the road maybe. And it is warm. This is Gainesville, Georgia, but it's right outside of Atlanta. It's called Hot Atlanta for a reason, because it is warm today. There is a little breeze blowing again, aggravating us with this net. But there's not much we can do about that. And you can see they have invested a lot of money into this facility. It is just a beautiful facility. Got a large LED scoreboard out there. Josh is showing you there on the camera. And then the entire field is turf. So even the baselines, right around the bags, everything is turf. The only place where there's dirt is the pitcher's mound. So it's a really nice, I think you can see it there on the screen. Josh is showing you the turf. So it's a really fine facility. It's a little tight up here around where the stands sit. In fact, it's getting crowded up here again today. But we're just about ready to get going here. There's the throw down from the catcher. I guess the pitcher's warmed up and he's raring to go. And Lee is the pitcher today. I don't know what we got, because we're having a little meeting of the minds out here at first base. I don't know what's going on here. We'll let y'all know as soon as we know. And now that that's over, the infielders coming together there at the pitcher's mound. It looks like they're about ready to go. Dason's raring to go. He's already ready to step into the box. All right, here we go, folks. Lee Dason's ready to go. He's stepping in there. Here's the first pitch. In there for a called strike. So the game is officially underway. A little low on a breaking pitch. Moves your count to 1-1. It's in there for a strike. It's going to move that count to 1-2. Landon Lee is your pitcher. I got two different lineups here. I'm trying to find their first names from the one they supplied to us today with just the first initial. So here we go. 1-2 pitch to Dason. Dason hits one. I thought it was going to get over the second baseman's head, but it didn't quite make it for out number one. That's going to bring up senior Malachi Morris. And I'm still checking on a few things, folks, which I'm trying to announce. And I think we're good. I hope y'all can all see it at the house. I can't check Facebook to see if y'all are getting it okay. So my son Cole is giving me some messages. Here's the pitch. Messed up high. 2-0 to count to Malachi Mullis. That's a strike. So 2-1 is the count on Malachi. And they do have, I don't know what their deal is with duck calls, but this team, they like to use duck calls for some reason, and you'll hear them throughout this game, I promise you. I was about ready to get my over-under out yesterday and start shooting at ducks. Here's the pitch. Fouled over here to the left side. Wokar dug out up a little bit, and they all smiling down there, so that's a good sign. So 3-2, Malachi Mullis. See what happens here. And drew a walk. That's exactly what we need for the Pirates to get it started, get some fast speed on those bases. See if we can't bring them around. That's going to bring Dawson Griffiths up to the plate. Dawson's a junior this year for the Pirates, playing catcher. He steps in there. We got one out. Malachi Mullis is on first base. Lee gets the signal. And here we go. Up high for ball one. Landon's got a pretty good fastball. Looks like it's got some good velocity on it. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Dawson. Up high again. Move the count to 2-0. One out. Runner on first. If you're just joining, this is the top of the first inning. Here's the pitch. Called a strike. And move the count to 2-1. Taken low for 3-1. Let's see what Dawson wants to do here. Takes a big cut at it. Lee has some good velocity on that pitch as well. Did I mention it was hot out here, folks? It's warm today. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off, and we'll do it all over again. Still one out on the Pirates. Malachi Mullis did reach on a walk, and that's good speed, so anything hit to the gap may give us a chance to score one. And popped it up here to the infielder, looks like. Shortstop's getting ready to make it. Catch, and oh, he drops it. So we got some fussing going on here. Not too bad. Looks like we had a pop-up there. I would have thought that would have been. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say that. Anyway, he dropped the ball and still got Malachi Mullis on the first base. Malachi gets him a little lead there off the first. Junior Patrick Crosby, our shortstop, steps in. Here's the pitch to Patrick. Breaking pitch in there for strike one. Lee gets the sign. He didn't like it. He shook it off. Now he's set. He's going to throw over to first. Keep Malachi honest over there. I will try to do a better job of switching camera angles for y'all today. So the 1-0, he called that a strike. 0-1 pitch to Crosby. Patrick hits a dribbler to third. The third baseman across to first. Took 2 hops, and he did make the play. I thought Patrick might have got there in time, but he did not. So that'll do it for the Pirates in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, and we'll head to the bottom. And we'll be back after these messages. All right, folks, I think Mr. Colin E. Walden has completed his warm-up pitches, and that'll bring up Tate Brooks for North Hall, their senior catcher. And they are decked out in their camouflage today. I guess that's where the duck calls might come from. Number 10, Tate Brooks, takes a cold strike. Nice little breaking pitch there from Colin E. Walden to start out this bottom half of the first inning. And I appreciate everybody that's texted me. That lets me know things are going well on Facebook and YouTube. So thank you all for. I can't get text, but I can't see nothing on Facebook or can't even hardly pull up YouTube on my phone because of the cell service up here, which is just horrible. Both companies we've tried. So. Oh goodness, got hit by a pitch. That's gonna put him on the bag. Here's a leadoff runner for the Trojans. And that's going to bring up Mr. Jones, their center fielder, AJ. He'll be followed by Jace Boyd and Jarrett Bales. So we've got a runner on first for North Hall. He's got him a decent little lead over there, too. You're going to push him back right there. Probably a good play to keep him honest. So Colin gets the sign. He's getting set here from the stretch. Squares the bunt. Ball gets away. Dawson throws it anyway. And still about through it in time. His baby brother Dason jumped up, made a great catch. I think Patrick had it bagged up there as well. So we'll get the runner to second. AJ will step back in here for North Hall. Count is 1-0. No outs. Runner on second. And Brooks steals third. That ball's been hard for Dawson to get out of that mitt a couple of times during this series. And he'll get it figured out. I have no doubt about that. That was a strike. So that moves the count to 1-1. Runner on third for North Hall. And I won't put it past them to try a little squeeze play. So Collins steps up, steps on the mound. Here we go, pitch. Good pitch right there, good breaking pitch. Kind of moved the count to 1-2. Collins has done a great job for the Pirates this year. He's pitched quite a bit of relief for us. And I think he started 1 or 2 games for us, but he's done a great job. I know thinking back during the season, one of the Pierce County games, he just bared down and just pitched really well in relief. And so he's done a great job for the Pirates this season. And just a sophomore, so we still got a few more years out of Colin for sure. So Brooks gets a little lead from third. Here's the pitch. Roller out to second. In time at first, but the run will score. And North Hall strikes first. And game 3 here to make it 1-0. We'll bring up shortstop Bowen for North Hall. Jace Bowen steps in. 1 out, no runners. North Hall is leading 1-0. And Jace takes strike 1 from Colin Newalls. Good running by Brooks. After he got on the bag. Another roller out to second. Another opportunity here. And got him. Some of the North Hall faithful didn't agree with the ump, but regardless, he did get him. That'll be 2 outs. And this young man here that's stepping up to the plate, Mr. Bales, hit a home run and a double in that second game against us yesterday. And Jarrett, and he also pitched the first game, so he's had a pretty good series. He gave up some runs to us pitching that first game, but then he settled down and shut us down for about 3 or 4 innings after about the first 3 innings. Moves the count to 1-1, 2 outs, nobody on. North Hall's leading 1-0. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. In there for strike 2, great pitch. Good fastball from Colin right there. Colin gets the sign for Dawson. He's ready to go. Here's the pitch. Oh, my goodness. Just missed. Moved the count to 2-2. 2 outs. Chris Floyd wears 2 2s. I can say that as he is not here. And here we go. Breaking pitch. Looked like it slipped off his fingers there and got behind a little bit here. That's going to run the count full to Mr. Bales. Again, he's a dangerous hitter. He proved it yesterday to us. Here's the pitch. Good pitch. My goodness, that's a missed outside. So Bales reaches on a walk. And that will bring up Mr. Puryear. I'm not sure how they pronounce it. I've tried all this whole time. We'll call him Bradford. Bradford gets ready to step in here. Puryear. It's Puryear. So I don't know if it's Puryear. I guess that's how you'd say it. Regardless, Bradford steps in. Got a runner on first. 2 outs. And Collins ready to go to work here. And must have missed a little low. That'll be ball 1. Bradford. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Must have been a little high. And that's a tight strike zone today for sure. So 2-0's the count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Bales is getting him a little lead off first. Up high. Ball 3. See if Colin can settle in right here. Get us a strike. And another little high pitch there for ball 4. And that's going to bring Coach Kyle Mercer out to the mound to talk to his pitcher for a minute. And you can hear the duck calls in the background here. Feel like I need to be in a blind somewhere. That will bring Mr. Erickson to the plate. Luke Erickson. Again, if you're just joining us, North Hall has grabbed a lead early on here in the game. In the bottom of the first, they've taken a 1-0 lead against the Pirates. Off some great base running from their catcher, leadoff hitter, Mr. Brooks. He stole a couple of bases on us and got in the scoring position.
Now batting number 22, Luke Erickson.
So Erickson steps in. Meeting out the mound is over, and Collins ready to go to work. Takes a little peek at the runner on second. Now he's ready to pitch. Erickson tried to bunt, but bunted it foul. So that gives us an early strike here against him. Collins steps back up. He's ready to go. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Up high. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second right now for North Hall. And that's where we need to leave them. Collins ready. Here's the pitch. Fouled back, so that'll move our count to 1-2. So the count is 1-2 with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Collins ready. Here's the pitch. Time is called. And he gave it to him about the time the pitch was about to come out of Collins' hand, it looked like. I think I got a duck to move right behind me here. Oh, goodness, good pitch. 2-2's the count, 2 outs. Looked like a good pitch from my side of the plate here, but he's standing right behind it, so he sees better than I do for sure. So here's the 2-2 pitch. A little low. Move the count to 3-2. So full count. That will let the runners take off a little early here. Erickson steps in, and here's the pitch. Popped him up to center field. Harrison Simmons has got it and makes the play, and that'll retire North Hall, but not before they did pick up 1 run this inning, take a 1-0 lead. And I think Jake Gardner will be leading off for us when we come back. We'll be back in just a few minutes, folks. All right, folks, warm-ups are complete here. Lee is getting ready to deliver. The Pirates' first batter will be Jake Gardner. Jake's a junior this year for the Pirates. Takes called strike one. A nice little breaking pitch there from Lee. Gardner steps back in, is ready to go. 0-1 pitch. A little high. Be 1 ball, 1 strike. At least he's consistent. Two one. Let's see if Coach G gives him the green light here on 2-1. Taking low, 3-1. Lee steps back up, and here's the pitch, 3-1 pitch. Taking high, ball 4, and that'll put a runner on for the Pirates. That's exactly what we need to get started here in the top of the second. That'll bring up Aiden Livingston to the plate. Aiden's a senior this year and has held down the corner over here at third base for us most of the year and done some pitching. So here we go. Pirates do have a runner on first. Throw down to first from the catcher. Jake's back in time at first. He's a big kid. He probably took some of that artificial turf with him when he dove. Aiden steps back in. He's ready to go. Here's the pitch. Squares to bunt. Bunts it foul. Had to send Gardner back to first. And move the count to 0-2. So Aiden will step back in here. Let's see what happens. Got a runner on first. North Hall is leading 1-0. Taking low for the first ball. Move the count to 1-2. No out so far here in the top of the second. Lee comes set and he's ready. And Aiden has punched one right over second. And Jacob's going to have to hurry to get to second. He makes it there in time. He had to make sure that ball got over the second baseman's head, and it barely did. So, again, he probably took a little bit of that turf on that slide. So here we go. We got a little thing happening here with the Pirates here in the top of the second. We got runners on first and second. Senior center fielder Harrison Simmons steps in. Harrison started their second game yesterday as a pitcher. And bunts, lays down a beauty too. And they get the lead runner, number 15, I think it was. Barrett, third baseman, made a great play on that. Shortstop did a good job covering third to get the lead runner. So that's going to leave us with runners on first and second, 1 out now. And that'll bring up senior left fielder, Bo Grayson Peacock. Still have runners on first and second, so we still got something happening. And Bo takes ball 1 from, I think it's Landon Lee. I need to make sure that's correct. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. And it is Landon Lee from North Hall. That's in there for a called strike. Move to count to 2-1, 1 out. Runners on first and second. We got Livingston and Harrison Simmons at Livingston at second, Harrison Simmons at first. Getting them a little lead here. Taking low for ball 3. And again, it is a tight strike zone today, but he's calling it the same for both teams. So as long as he's doing that, you can't say too much about it. And a great hit right there by Bo Grayson Peacock to move the runners over to second and third. Good little single there out to center, right center field. So great job there by Bo Grayson Peacock to get his bases loaded for young Grayson Hall, who's stepping in. Gray is just a sophomore this year, so he's got to get a lot more out of this young man in the coming years in baseball for sure. So Grayson is ready to step in. So 1 out, bases loaded. Grayson Hall's up. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called. Breaking pitch there from Lee. And Grayson's ready to go. Steps back in there and Lee's ready from the stretch. Called strike 2. 0-2's to count, 1 out. Bases are full of Pirates. And Dason Griffiths is on deck, so that'll be the leadoff hitter for us again. So Grayson's back in, he's ready to go. Here's the pitch. And fouls that one back, so stays alive. And here we go. 0-2 count, 1 out, bases loaded. Inside for ball 1. Move the count to 1-2, 1 out on Grayson Hall. And the Pirate base runners are getting on some nice leads here. Lee looks in, gets what he wants, and here's the pitch. Taken down low for ball 2, so Grayson's battling, making him throw in some pitches here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. North Hall is leading 1-0 currently, but the Pirates are threatening. Taken high for ball 3, no, ball 2, I'm sorry. So I run it to 2, no, it is 3, I thought it was. So I run it full here, 3-2. Still 1 out. Here comes the 3-2 pitch on Grayson. Fouls that one back. So we'll do it all over again. 3-2 count, 1 out. And it hit him. So that will get a run in for the Pirates. And we will certainly take it. And that will tie the game, folks, 1 apiece. North Hall scored in the bottom of the first, and now the Pirates have scored in the top of the second inning. Bases still loaded, only 1 out. And Dason Griffiths will be up, our leadoff hitter for the Pirates. Got a meeting on the mound out here. Just want to thank all y'all for joining us today. We finally got a way to get it on Facebook. Finally figured out a way, thanks to Cole Gardner back home in Baxley. He worked some magic on the computer, and so hopefully it's streaming okay on Facebook. We don't have any way to know. We can't see your comments. So I am getting some texts from some of my good friends that's telling me that y'all are tuning in. So thank you so much for watching. I know these kids here appreciate you supporting them today. think the meeting's over. All squared away, and Dason's stepping in. Bases are still full of Pirates, only one out. So we could do a lot of damage right here and take strike one. Nice little breaking pitch there from Lee. And got him to whiff at that breaking pitch. So Dason's quickly down 0-2. But this is another young man who'll fight back on you. He'll get defensive out there with the bat. And I've seen him run the back full and get a hit and everything in between. This kid's hit the ball good this year. So here's the 0-2 pitch. And he rips one out to shortstop. Could be two. No, drops it at first, so one run does score. Runner is out at second. Grayson Hall was sliding in. And first baseman just dropped the ball. And that gave us a run, so Harrison Simmons comes around to score for the Pirates. Bo Grayson moves over to third, and Dason's safe at first. And Malachi Mullis comes in to bat for the Pirates. 2 outs. But the Pirates have gained the lead, 2-1 over North Hall. And let's see what Coach Griffiths wants to do here with first and third. Senior right fielder Malachi steps in. It's ready to go. Lead delivers a high fastball. Messed up and out a little bit for ball one. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. That'll move the count to 1-1 with 2 outs. Malachi's already back in and waiting on the pitch. Lee steps up now from the stretch. Gives a glance over to third, and now here's the pitch. Curveball, fouled off. And that'll run the count to 1-2 on Malachi. So Malachi's back in. Lee's looking for his sign here. He's got it. And gets him swinging. Good little breaking pitch again from Lee. The Pirates have taken the lead here in the second. 2-1, and we'll be back after these messages. All right, folks, we're back here in Gainesville, Georgia, here at North Hall High School. The Pirates have taken the lead 2-1 over North Hall. And batting for the Trojans, I think it's Hunter Brooks maybe. Let's see if I can find the first name here. I know it's Brooks. It is Hunter Brooks, and Hunter is a senior this year for North Hall. He's got a 1-0 count. Collins getting a sign from Dawson. I think he's getting ready to pitch here. And misses up high. So run the count to 2-0. Hunter is playing first base for the Trojans today. That's taken low for ball 3, so 3-0 is the count. See if Colin can throw him one in there. Keep him honest, make him want to swing the bat. Taken just high for ball 4, and that's going to put a runner on for North Hall. Mr. Eli Reese will come up to the plate. Eli's played some first base for the Trojans during this series, but it looks like he's DHing today, and Brooks is playing first. So Brooks is on first base. Eli Reese is at the plate. And Colin E. Walton is getting a sign here. Takes a glance over at first, now he's ready to go. And tries to bunt, but it's fouled back here behind us. If Chris had been here, that would probably hit him in the head. Old water tower head. Missing my compadre today. So Colin gets set here. 0-1 count, runner on first. And I believe he's going to be a dead duck. Oh, my goodness. Said the tag didn't get him. I think the tag was there. I thought it was in time. Maybe he must have missed it. From my seat, it looked like he had got him, but it looks like he must have got around the tag or something there to slide in safely. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Eli Reese. He squares the bunt again. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Shortstop Patrick Crosby comes over to talk to Colin E. Walton for a second. So Colin is getting ready here. Let's see what happens. There's a pitch in there for a strike. Good pitch from Colin. He had squared the bunt, tried to pull back, but it was a strike anyway. He said I'd move the count at 2-2 with no outs. Runner on second. Applin is leading 2-1 over North Hall, in case you're just joining. Here's the pitch from Colin E. Watson. Good breaking pitch. We couldn't get him to bite on it. Had to move the count to 3-2. Had a little meeting there with the catcher and pitcher. They must have been trying to get their signs together with the runner on second. And so Dawson gets back set. He can get a sign to Colin, and we'll see what happens here with the 3-2 count on Mr. Reese. Reese drills one just past Patrick Crosby. That'll move the runner over to third. And Reese is standing up with a single. And here comes them Ducks again. So we got runners on first and third. North Hall's threatening again. No outs. Pirates still lead 2-1. And that will bring up Mr. Barrett, their third baseman. I believe is who this is. So, Hudson Barrett, also a senior this year for North Hall, steps in, playing third base today, and is their 9th batter. Made a great play a while ago on a bunt. Mr. Barrett did. Come in really quick, got to the ball quick, and was able to throw out a Pirate runner. And he lays down a bunt. He's out at first. The runner does get over to second base. So good sacrifice there from Mr. Barrett to move the runner over to second. And that's going to bring up Mr. Brooks, their catcher. He scored the only run for North Hall so far today on some. He had some great base running against us earlier. Stole a couple of bases on us. Got around in the scoring position. So Brooks steps in. Runners on second and third, one out. Pirates still cling to a 2-1 lead. And here's the first pitch to Mr. Brooks from Ewaldson. Great pitch. Must have missed outside. So 1-0's to count, one out. Runners North Hall Trojans on second and third. Collins ready to go, gives a glance over to third base. Here's the pitch in there for a strike. Pretty fastball in there from Collins. So get us to 1-1-1 on the board. Brooks steps back in. Collins ready to go, and here's the 1-1 pitch. Drilled off of Aiden's glove. Patrick Crosby does a good job backing him up, but 1 run will score for North Hall. That ball was hit really hard, and I thought Aiden had made a heck of a highlight play on it, but it bounced off his glove and got behind him. Patrick Crosby, like I said, did a good job backing it up, or that would have, Reese could have possibly scored from second had Patrick not backed that play up like he did. So I wouldn't score that in there. I just scored that as a base hit. That ball was a rocket down there to Aiden. If I was scoring the game, I wouldn't score it in there. And that'll bring up 27 Jones from North Hall, their center fielder. Collins going to chase the runner back over at first, keep him tight there. And AJ will step back in. And Collins getting his sign, and this will be the first pitch here. He's going to chase him back over at first. I don't blame him. Brooks wore us out running earlier in the game, so I'd keep a close eye on him. He's just really quick for a catcher. So he gets him another good lead there at first. Colin peeks over at him again. And he's off. And moves down to second. Pirates tried a little play there to see if they could get Reese to bite and maybe get off third a little bit. Patrick Crosby come in to cut that ball off early. So now we have runners at second and third. 0-1's to count on the center fielder from North Hall. And he fouls it one off to move the count to 0-2. So Collins way ahead on A.J. Jones here. So So AJ steps back in. Collins getting his sign. Runners on second and third. Tie ball game. 2-all. Here's the pitch. Good pitch. Oh, my goodness. So 1 and 2's the count. 1 out. I guess he saw that outside. Looked like a good pitch from where I'm sitting. But he is behind the plate there, so he sees it better than me for sure. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hit up the middle. 1 run will score, and they'll get a runner out at first. So again, North Hall takes the lead. 3-2. Brooks moves over to third base with 2 outs. And so we'll see if we can keep them at bay here as their dynamic shortstop, Mr. Bowen, steps in. He made some good plays against us yesterday. Just a good, solid shortstop. He's batting third for the Trojans. In there for a strike. Good pitch from Colin Ewaldson. Come right back with a strike. Bowen steps back in. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and he pops it up to first base. It's playable. Let's see if Grayson Hall makes the catch, and that will do it for North Hall. In the bottom of the second, but not before they add 2 runs to extend their lead to 3-2 over the Pirates. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, folks, I think Landon Lee has completed his warm-ups. He's ready to go as Dawson Griffiths steps in for the Pirates. Pirates are trailing right now 3-2, but we got some good bats coming up here in this inning. Fouls the first one off. Maybe we can get a little magic happening again against Mr. Lee. We have scored 2 runs on him. Fouls another one off, make it 0-2. There's a good fastball from Landon Lee. Taken low for ball 1. Move the count to 1-2 on Dawson Griffiths. Foul back behind us back here. Must have got somebody's car from all the oohs and ahs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hit out between shortstop and third. And that kid has made another great play for North Hall, that shortstop. Deep in the hole. And was able to throw a fast Dawson Griffiths out at first. So tip your hat to that shortstop. He's a great fundamental shortstop. Mr. Bowen out there. So that'll bring up Patrick Crosby, our shortstop, and he hits one over to first base. And they are there in time to get him. That will bring up our number 5 hitter, our DH hitter today, junior Jake Gardner. They've got they call him Big Boy here, some of the fans. So let's see if Big Boy can hit a big ball here. Takes ball 1. Jake steps back in, Landon's ready to go, and here's the pitch. So 2-0 to Jake Gardner. He drills one out to shortstop, but he's not going to miss it. Might as well change that young man's name to Hoover. And that will do it for the Pirates here in the top of the third. No runs, no hits. North Hall still leads 3-2. Okay, folks, we're back here at North Hall. We do have a new pitcher for the Pirates. Junior Mason Williamson, lefty, is coming in to pitch for the Pirates. Mr. Bales is a hot hitter for North Hall, steps in, and he's actually their cleanup batter. And he hit one probably about 380 foot yesterday, I believe. It's a great pitch. I guess it was, I don't know what it was. That was a great pitch. Just a miss somewhere, I reckon. So that's going to move the count to 1-0. Little inside there. Move Mr. Bales off the plate a little bit. Ball 2. See if Mason gets settled in here real quick. There's the 2-0 pitch in there for a call. My goodness. I'm not sure where that's missing, but he called it a ball. That's 3-0. Again, he sees different than I do from where I'm sitting, but that looked like a great pitch to me, right down the middle. Finally, calls a strike there. Not the same area it looked like, but good pitch there from Mason Wilson. Great pitches from Mason Wilson, just not getting a call on him. And Bells fouls that one off to right field over here behind the home team dugout. And that will move the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here's the pitch. And I believe he may have hit another one. So Bells hits his second home run of the series against the Pirates. Just did clear that left field wall out there. I'd say it's about 360 shot. It says 355 on the fence. Might have been a little bit further because that is a tall fence. But that does bump North Hall up another run to 4-2 on the Pirates. That will bring up number Purrier. That's the way the announcer's saying it. Bradford Purrier. And I'll be forgot that by the time he comes up to bat again. Gets one out to third base to Aiden Livingston. He's across to first in time for out number 1. So Luke Erickson comes up. Luke is playing second base for North Hall today. And Mason looks like he's ready to go. I think that home run might have fired Mason up a little bit. Here's the pitch in there for called strike. Erickson fouled over here above my head for strike 2. It's another one of them moments where you thank God for a net. So 0-2, 1 out. Couldn't quite get that one to roll over. Mason tried to throw this. He's got a nasty hook, and that one just didn't want to fall over. It stayed up high for ball 1. And down low, good pitch right there from Mason. Gets away from Dawson a little bit, so he throws him out at first. So 2 outs. With 2 outs. North Hall is leading 4-2 after Bales hit another home run against us. He hit one yesterday to tack on another run here in the bottom of the first. So first baseman Brooks steps in. Good pitch right there from Williamson. Mason looks like he's settled in nicely after giving up that long ball. But Brooks gets a hold of one and pokes it in between short and third for a little single there. And the Ducks are out again. Not sure if this is the Trojans or the Mighty Ducks. I ain't quite figured it out here, folks. I'm just playing, of course. I just ain't figured out the duck calls here. Maybe I can get somebody to explain the duck calls to me here in a few minutes. So Eli Reese, the designated hitter, steps in. Takes ball 1 low. Mason Williamson chewing on some bubble gum out there. Comes set and he's ready to go. And Reese fouls one off over to the right side, and that'll probably get a car. We've got plenty of insurance companies advertising with us today. Some of these North Hall folks need some good insurance on their cars. I want to check with our insurance companies. So the count is 2-1, 2 outs. We do have a runner on first. I believe that's Brooks. And Eli pops one out to right fielder Malachi Mullis, who makes the play, and that'll do it for North Hall this inning. But they did tack on one on a long home run from Bales again. So we'll pause for the calls and be right back. All right, folks, we're back. There you see the score. North Hall is leading 4-2. And Aiden Livingston will be leading off for the Pirates this inning. Started the fourth inning here in Gainesville. And Aiden takes a big cut, comes up a little short. Yes, Lee, who is settled into this game pretty well here. Aiden hits it right back where it comes from, and they will get him at first for out number one, and that will bring up our senior center fielder, Harrison Simmons, to the plate. And here comes them old Ducks out again. See if you can find out what the deal is with the duck call. And here's the first pitch to Harrison, misses down low. One ball, no strikes, and here's the 1-0 pitch. Harrison takes a big cut at it. Landon Lee had a nice fastball there across the plate. 1-1. Harrison fouls out off over to the right. And that will get Lee ahead in the count here. 1-2, one out. Here's the pitch. Misses down low to move the count to two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Top of the fourth. North Hall's leading 4-2. And that one's all the way to the backstop here. So I'd say it was just a shade high. And that will move the count to 3-2. Harrison steps back in for the 3-2 pitch. And fouls another one off, and we'll start this merry-go-round all over again at 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And I believe it was popped up. Not sure if it's going to stay in. It looks like it is. And Brooks, the catcher, makes a nice play right here in front of us to get that second out. And here comes the Ducks again. So our senior left fielder, Bo Grayson Peacock, will step in there. Bo Grayson's had some pretty good hits during this series. Just found a little niche hitting out to right center. He hits this one over to second. One hopper to the first baseman, who scoops it up. And that will do it for the Pirates here in the top of the fourth. Pirates are trailing 4-2. And we'll find out about these duck calls and let you know. All right, folks, I come back a little early. I have officially found out that a few years back, a couple of parents brought some duck calls, and that's kind of how the duck calls got started. Just kind of stuck around, I guess, after those parents started the trend. So there you have it. That's the reason why you hear duck calls every time a good play happens for North Hall. So Mason Williamson will start his second inning of pitching in relief here. And I'm not sure who's up here. Looks like Hudson Baird, I think. Baird's playing third base, and he too is a senior. They got a lot of seniors on this team this year for North Hall. So Barrett takes ball one. And he pops it up. Let's see who's going to call it. I think Dason Griffiths is camped under it. Makes the play. For out number one. That's a good way to start off the inning for the Pirates. And this young man here coming up for North Hall has been productive for them today for sure. He's been a tough out for us. He's a very quick catcher. He's stolen bases on us and just been a thorn in our side all day. Good thorn for North Hall, bad thorn for us, Pirate fans. And he just missed a home run. He yanked it a little too far foul. And so Mason will be way ahead on the count here against Mr. Brooks, 0-2. We do have one out. So Mason comes set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Dribbled out. Great play by the third baseman, Aiden Livingston, but smothered the ball, but was unable to come up quick enough to get the throw across. Brooks, again, is a fast, very fast runner. So by the time Aiden recovered and got back up, Brooks was just about there. So, but a great play by Aiden regardless. So we got a quick runner over at first. I'm sure Mason is probably going to chase him back once or twice here because he's got a pretty good lead over there already. He does. So he's getting him a nice little lead again. Let's see what Mason decides to do here. Here's the pitch. Bunted foul down the line there. Good camera angle there from our cameraman, Mr. Josh Gardner. Appreciate him doing this today. And Josh and I have struggled to find a Chick-fil-A to eat at up here in Atlanta. It seems like everyone we went to is either being remodeled or is closed and moved to a new location. Another check right there on Mr. Brooks to chase him back to first base. So the 0-1 pitch here to A.J. Jones, North Hall center fielder. And Mason chases Mr. Brooks back again. I don't blame him. I'd keep him over there. He has been a fast runner for them. Mason's getting a sign here. Let's see what happens. They got him this time. But Brooks is so fast. By the time Mason threw that ball over to first and then Grayson back to second, he was already there. So he is a very fast runner, folks. And again, he has been a thorn in the Pirate defensive side today. So Mason gets his sign. Here's the pitch. He's gone again. And they throw it into left field, and that may score Brooks, and does. And North Hall takes a 5-2 lead off of some more good running from Brooks for North Hall. So the count is 1-1 with one out. North Hall's tagged on another one. That's a good base running. And Jones steps back in, and here's the pitch to him. And he bunts it. It's kind of a weird spot. Mason tries to make a play on it. And the ball bounces away from Grayson Hall. And then bounces away from Patrick Crosby at second, but Aiden Livingston gets there to recover it. So, that bunt was just in a no man's land over there between first and second. And Mason Williamson tried his best to get over there and toss it back to first baseman Grayson Hall, and it's just a tough spot to do that. So that will bring up the shortstop, Mr. Bowen. And he takes ball one. I guess it was a little high. It looked like a good pitch from my seat again, but I'm not behind the home plate. So Mason gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And Mr. Jones is getting him a nice little lead out there at second. So hopefully the Pirates are keeping an eye on him. Bowen steps in. Here's the pitch. Ball squirted away. It hit the turf and squirted away. I think there's some question whether or not that was a foul tip. Runner had to go back to second, but I'm not sure. I don't think it was a foul tip. Anyway, shortstop Bowen steps back in. Takes a called strike there from good pitch from Mason right there. Get back in this ball game here before things get out of hand too far for us. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on third. Curveball from Mason Williamson, and shortstop Bowen fouled, just barely gets a piece of it, foul it off. Good curve there from Mace. Another curveball hit to Grayson Hall at first. Makes the out at first, but the run does score from third. Jones scores to extend North Hall's lead to 6-2 now. Here in the bottom of the fourth. So Mr. Bales comes back to the plate. And I tell you, this kid is super dangerous. He's done hit 2 home runs during this series against us. And hit 1 against Mason his first at bat. So he takes ball 1 up high. Takes ball 2 down low, I guess. It's a 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike. It's a good breaking pitch from Mason there. Some of the North Hall folks didn't agree, but I thought it looked like a great pitch. Mr. Bales is also questioning the pitch. Takes ball 3 down low, another breaking pitch from Mason. So it makes the count 3-1. 2 outs. Mason's ready to go and delivers. In there for a ball. So Coach Griffiths comes out to question that call a little bit. I don't blame him. I thought it looked like a beautiful strike too. But again, these umps are right there. They make the call. They see it better than we do sitting here out here in the stand. So, and that's called a strike. So 0-1 is the count with 2 outs. Runner on first. And Bradford takes a mighty hack at a pitch and is quickly down 0-2 in the count. So Mason's way ahead here. Let's see if he can get this batter. And just barely got a piece of it. So 0-2 again. 2 outs, runner on first. North Hall has expanded their lead to 6-2 over the Pirates. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball up high. They do catch the runner still in this time. Good throw from Dawson down to his brother Dayson to get the runner. And that will end the 4th inning. So the Pirates will head to the 5th, and we have got to get some bats going. We'll be right back, folks. Folks, we're back here at North Hall. Pirates are trailing right now 6-2. Wanted to come back a little bit early and just say thanks to all our advertisers for their support. Without them, we cannot bring these broadcasts to you. So these folks that are sponsoring today's game, please thank them. If you see them around town, thank them for sponsoring these events and shop local with these folks too. So Grayson Hall steps in for the Pirates to lead off here and didn't mean to, but pops one foul over to the first baseman for out number 1 to start off the top of the 5th. And Grayson was trying to check his swing there and popped the ball up. Certainly didn't mean to do that. And that will bring Dayson Griffiths to the plate, our leadoff hitter for the Pirates. Playing second base today. And Dayson looks fired up, ready to go. Here's the pitch. Misses down low. So 1-0's to count on Dayson for 1 out. Down low again for ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Dayson. In there for a strike. That'll move the count to 2-1. And Dayson's back in there for the 2-1 pitch. Swings. Comes up empty. That'll move the count to 2-2 with 1 out. So they're 2-2 on the way from Lee. Strike 3 called on the corner for out number 2. That'll bring senior right fielder Malachi Mullis to the plate. And the Pirates desperately need to get some bats going here because we are starting to run out of time. Malachi steps in. Hits one out to the second baseman, and that may be and is out number 3 here in the top of the 5th. And we'll come back for the bottom of the 5th here in just a few moments. Athens still trailing 6-2 to North Hall. Okay, folks, warm-ups are complete. Mason Williams is on the mound for the Pirates. And we're ready to go here in the bottom of the 5th inning. North Hall is up 6-2 over Apley. And we're going to see if we can make this a quick inning maybe and get back in and hit the ball for a while. Puryear's up to bat, Bradford. And I will be calling him Bradford, so I don't mess up his last name. Must have been inside on the pitch for ball 1. So here's the 1-0 pitch. A little low for 2-0. Mason Wilson comes set, and here's the 2-0 pitch. Taken high for 3-0. So let's see if Mason can throw a strike across here at 3-0. And he does. Beautiful pitch there from Mason. And Puryear will step back up. Bradford. Takes strike 2. Great pitch there from Mason again. And that will run the count full, 3-2 on Bradford. Bradford's playing left field today, and he too is a senior for North Hall. He dribbles one to Aiden Livingston at third, and Aiden comes up firing. Makes the play in time. It's close play down there, but in time for out number 1. And if I could chew gum and walk at the same time, y'all might see some of those plays a little better. It's hard to switch that camera what time I'm trying to tell y'all what's going on, so y'all please forgive me. This will bring up Mr. Erickson, the second baseman, Luke Erickson. That ball's down low for ball 1. Mason quickly set. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled off over here to the left. That'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, so 1's across the board. Mason's ready to go. Here's the pitch. Taken for ball 2, so I moved the count to 2-1, 1 out. Erickson's ready. And he rips one between short and third. They have found that hole today. And that will get North Hall another runner on. North Hall has a total, I believe, of 6 hits today so far in the game. So they have 6 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error showing on the board. Appleton has 2 runs on 2 hits with 1 error showing on the board. And that will bring up number 24, Hunter Brooks, a senior, playing first base today. Mason chases Erickson back to first. Keep him honest over there. Keep him from getting too big of a lead, which he's doing. He's getting a pretty big lead there. And Brooks drills one out to Bo Grayson Peacock, who quickly tracks it down and makes out number 2, and that sends Erickson back to first. I think that's Erickson.
Now batting for the Trojans, number 2,
So John Reed's coming in to hit here for, I believe, Mr. Reese, the DH. I think John's coming in to take over the DH position here. And takes ball 1 down low from Mason Williamson. Mason waiting on the sign from catcher Dawson Griffiths. He has it. Here's the 1-0 pitch. First, he's going to run that Erickson back to first. And we'll have the 1-0 pitch again. And here's the pitch. Erickson takes off. Dawson Griffiths up quick, but not in time. As Erickson had a pretty big lead there. And the Quackers come back out again. So John Reed steps back in with a 1-1 count, 2 outs. Takes a high ball there from Mason Wilson. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on second for North Hall, who is leading 6-2 in case you're just joining. And here's the pitch. Bounces that one out there. Dawson Griffiths does a good job to keep it out in front of him and hold that runner at second base. So here comes the 3-1 pitch from Williamson. Thank you. And a sneeze from me. And John Reed reaches on 4 balls, and that's going to bring Coach Zach Griffiths to the mound. And we may see a pitching change here. And we do. And Mason's going to swap places with senior center fielder, now pitcher Harrison Simmons. We've still got some pitches left in the tank from yesterday, I guess. And we'll take a quick break while time Harrison completes his warm-up, so we'll be right back. All right, Harrison's completing his warm-ups here. And I think we're about ready to get back underway. And 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. The runners on first and second for North Hall, who is leading the game 6-2 over our Pirates. And third baseman Baird is up to bat, I believe. Hudson Barrett. And he bunts. With 2 outs right down the third base line. A perfect bunt to load the bases full of North Hall Trojans. And that will bring up catcher Brooks, who has been a pain all day for the Pirates on the bases. But he has done a great job running for the North Hall Trojans today. So here's the first pitch to Tate, taken down low for ball 1. And Harrison to get settled in here maybe, and we'll get this last out of this inning and get out of this. Harrison gets the sign. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled. Nice breaking pitch there from Harrison, and Tate Brooks got a little piece of it. Fouled it back. Even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases loaded. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Harrison Simmons. Just missed outside with a fastball. So we'll move the count to 2-1. With 2 outs, bases loaded. And we really need to get this batter. Here's the pitch. Squirts away, must have hit him. So that will bring in another North Hall run. That makes the score 7-2. And A.J. Jones will step to the plate for North Hall, their center fielder today. And A.J. is a sophomore. So, again, North Hall is leading 7-2 over the Pirates. Here in the bottom of the 5th. And Jones takes a high pitch for a ball. Looks like we're getting a pinch runner there, or a courtesy runner for the catcher over at first. Bases are still loaded, full of Trojans. 2 outs. And Harrison gets ready to deliver the 1-0 pitch. Here's the pitch. All he's got to do is step on the bag, and that will be out 3. Aiden Livingston makes a great play over at third on the chopper. Steps on the bag, and that'll do it for North Hall, but not before they tack on 1 more run and extend their lead to 7-2. Just real quick, again, I want to thank all of our sponsors this year. Hopefully it's not over yet, but I want to thank our sponsors during this series for making this broadcast possible. In fact, we'll pause for a few minutes and let you see a few of these sponsors. And again, support them folks if you can. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, folks, here we go. Top of the 6th. North Hogs leading 7-2. Big bats coming up here, and Dawson Griffiths and Patrick Crosby and Jake Gardner. Let's see if we can get something going here. Got to. And Dawson takes a big cut at a high fastball for strike one. Comes up a little empty. Quickly right back in, ready to go. And that one's in there a little high. Even the count of 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in there for a called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A little low and outside for ball 2, so that gets us to 2-2 on the count. Lee has settled in this game and has done a good job for the past few innings. And Dawson has popped this one up. I'm not sure it's going to stay in the ballpark. He's tracking it, and he does make the catch. First baseman does. Sorry about that. I should have switched cameras. And that will bring Patrick Crosby to the plate, our junior shortstop. And those duck calls are still out. So Patrick's ready to go. Here's the pitch from Lee. Up high, taken for ball 1. Like I said, Lee gave up a couple of runs in the second, but he has settled down here, and we have had a hard time getting anything out of the infield. That was hit out to the shortstop, and old Hoover out there at short does not miss much. So he throws over to first for the second out, and that will bring up junior Jacob Gardner. Jacob's got a couple of home runs on the year. It has been a little dry lately. Be nice to see him hit one right here to get us another run. And takes a high strike there. Umpire called it a strike. I guess Jake's tall enough. He called that a strike on him. So here's the 0-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. Another good fastball from Lee. So 0-2 pitch on the way to Jacob Gardner. Down low for ball 1. So here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. And hits him. So that gets us a runner on. And we certainly need all the help we can get right now. So with 2 outs, Jacob Gardner finds his way down to first base after a hit by pitch. And that will bring up senior third baseman Aiden Livingston. Here's the first pitch to Aiden, taken high. 1-0 pitch on the way. And Aiden hits a shot. I don't know if they're going to make this play or not. No, sir, that squirts away. Jacob's coming to third. Looks like he's headed home, so we will get 1 run home. On a stand-up double from Aiden Livingston, Gardner scores all the way from first. That's right, folks, all the way from first. And he's got a big smile on his face. Good hit right there from Aiden Livingston. So the Pirates are still alive here. Tack it on 1 more run to make it 7-3. And that will bring senior current pitcher up to the mound, Harrison Simmons. Harrison's got some pop in his bat. I've seen him hit some long home runs in the past. So it'd be nice to see him hit one right here for sure. He takes ball 1 low and outside. And again, Aiden Livingston's out on second base after hitting one in the gap between center field and right field. So after a little meeting on the mound between the catcher and the pitcher, we're ready to go with the 1-0 pitch. 2 outs, runner on second for the Pirates. Called a low strike. Had to move the count to 1-1. So Harrison's ready to go. 1-1 pitch on the way from Lee. In there for called strike 2. Good pitch there from Lee. And Harrison's back in. Here's the pitch. And he has popped it up deep. I don't think it's quite going to be enough. Just missed a home run right there. He got up under it just a little too much. Had to have been 2 runs right there, folks. But the Pirates do have one in the top of the 6th inning to make it a 7-3 ball game. So we still got some life here. And we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. And we'll be right back after these messages. Back here in Gainesville, Georgia. There you have it. North Hall is currently leading 7-3 here going into the bottom of the 6th. This has been a great series, folks. I've seen some good baseball in all 3 games. Had some great play on both sides of the ball. And Harrison Simmons is all warmed up and ready to go here. And I believe this is the shortstop, Jace Bowen, stepping in. Hits one out to second base. And he's across to first base for the first out of the bottom of the 6th. So 1 pitch, 1 out. And Jarrett Bales will step up to the plate. Jarrett has been a hot bat for North Hall this series. Couple of home runs, a double. So let's see if we can get Mr. Bales out here. First pitch from Harrison. Taken up high on the inside a little bit. Brushed Bales off the plate a little bit. So here's the 1-0 pitch. Just outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. North Hall leads 7-3. Here's the pitch. In there for a beautiful strike from Harrison Simmons. So the count now is 2-1. Here's the pitch. And that is popped to center field. I think Mason Williamson's out there. We're going to find him. There he is. Makes a good play on the ball for out number 2. And that will bring up Mr. Purrier, Bradford. And I think we may have lost signal to our outfield camera. See if we can't get that back for y'all. In there for a called strike. Good pitch there from Harrison. Two strikes. And here's the 0-2 pitch from Harrison Simmons. Just missed with a good little, like a sliding pitch. Up high to even the count at 2-2. So here's the 2-2 pitch. We're trying to track down a new battery for one of our receivers. That's hit to center field and drops in for a base hit. So Bradford makes it down to first. So that will bring up number 22, Luke Erickson. He's playing second base today for the Trojans. And Luke takes ball 1. And we get our outfield camera back. Thanks to Miss Amy finding us a battery. And he squares the bunt, lays down a good bunt to third, over to first, and not in time. Erickson hustles down the first base line and beats the throw from Aiden Livingston, who made a good play. But not in time to throw out a Speedy Erickson running down the line. So North Hall has runners on first and second with 2 outs. Got a 7-3 lead. And that will bring up Hunter Brooks, who's playing first base. Hunter's a senior, and he's played the good series himself. So Harrison's getting a sign here from Dawson. He's got what he wants. Come set. Here's the pitch. Fouled back for strike 1. So that will get our count to 0-1. And here's the pitch from Harrison, 0-1 pitch. I don't know where that one missed, but it's 1-1. Again, I'm not behind the plate, so it's hard for me to see whether it's inside or outside, but that was a good-looking pitch. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. That was taken up high for ball 2, so 2-1. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Harrison gets the sign here, and he's ready to go. Here's the pitch. And hits him. So that'll load the bases for North Hall. And that will bring up John Reed, who entered into the game to take over the DH position for the Trojans. And so now we have the bases loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. North Hall continues to lead 7-3, but are threatening again with 2 outs here with bases loaded. And there's a strike in there. Good pitch there from Harrison Simmons. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Reed. That'll go high and tight for ball 1. Even the count, 1-1. 2 outs, bases loaded. In there for called strike 2. Good pitch right there from Harrison. Some of North Hall faithful disagrees with the blue. Good pitch. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Taken up high for ball 2. So as Mason Parker likes to say, deuces wild on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and bases loaded. And here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called. Great pitch right there from Harrison Simmons to get the last out of the inning. And the Pirates will head to the top of the 7th, trailing by 4. We've got to have some base hits. So we'll be right back. Hopefully our Pirates will get fired up and fight back in this game. All right, so the warm-ups are complete. Bo Grayson Peacock steps in. And Lee, who is trying to complete the game, is ready to go. Here's the first pitch. Big cut there from Bo Grayson. Comes up a little short for strike number 1. Coming out swinging. I like the idea. Fouls that one back. It's quickly behind in the count. 0-2. He is being aggressive at the plate. called strike 3. Good pitch there from Lee. All you can do is tip your hat to that. That was a great pitch. This kid has done excellent since the second inning. Only giving up 1 run to the Pirates. So he's only given up 3 runs on 2 hits. So Grayson Hall steps in and takes ball 1 from Lee. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Grayson. Swings at a low pitch. Even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Lee to Grayson, taken high for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Pirates got to get something going here. And Grayson rips 1 foul. Makes Coach Griffiths dance over here at third base. And that'll move the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes on Grayson Hall. So he steps back in. Lee gets the sign. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And Grayson rips another one, but right at the third baseman, who throws in time to get him. So the Pirates are down to their final out in this series. And Dason Griffith steps to the plate. Our freshman second baseman. And Lee is, like I said, has done an excellent job for North Hall in this third game, this final game. Dason rips 1 out to short. Across the first in time, and that'll do it, folks. It's a great series here between your Appleton County Pirates and the North Hall Trojans. North Hall, of course, is ranked as one of the, if not the top team in the state. So Pirates ain't got nothing to hang their heads about coming in here and splitting the games yesterday. But North Hall has some very good pitching second game. And today, Lee did a fantastic job, completed the game for North Hall. And North Hall will be moving on. Pirates had a great season this year. And there's a lot of talent on this team. We are losing 4 good seniors this year. A good pitcher in Harrison Simmons and Aiden Livingston and Bo Grayson Peacock and Malachi Mullis. They just, all 4 of those guys, we're really going to miss them next year. But we got a lot of young kids coming up that showing a lot of potential. So I think the future is bright for Pirate baseball. And so we'll just go back and regroup, get ready for another season, and come out here and maybe go win a state championship next year. So good job to North Hall. They've been very good guests here. They've been treated us very well since we've been here. Appreciate Athletic Director Borg. He's been helpful to us. We talked to him earlier in the week, and he's been very accommodating to us, so we thank them. And again, folks, I thank everyone for joining us today for today's broadcast and for supporting our Pirates. These kids, they work hard. And in fact, a lot of these guys are going to head right into working on football here in the next few days. So anyway, that'll do it for us here in Gainesville. Again, thank you all for tuning in today. And as we like to say, go Pirates, and we'll see you soon. And if you don't mind, we're going to run through our advertisers one more time, and we'll be packing up and headed back to Baxley, Georgia. So thank you all for tuning in, and go Pirates.